get so upset about women demanding equality?
It's not feminine. They want to be equal with the men. Well, it's not meant to be. They're completely different. Their emotions and the way they're built. I mean, you just can't put them on equal terms with a man.
So you actually feel that woman is not equal to man?
No, and I don't think she ever will be. Your shoes off, love. Your slippers are nice and warm. Get them by the fire. The last hour. Yeah, love.
Oh,
I think you like that one. It's really nice.
They're out to teach women how to be feminine again. And judging from the letters they've been receiving, it looks as if what started as a modest little club among friends may develop into a national or even international movement.
With us doing this, we get treated better by our husbands. They think more of us. They do the little niceties for us that probably they wouldn't have thought about.
So this is what married life's all about. I might even try it myself. Wine.
Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with their hands. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, forgive me the spirit, to do this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going into, this is how you women are supposed to act. This is how you are supposed to be. Okay? A very calm, relaxed, humble spirit. Okay? When you're around men. Okay? In general, but especially when you're around your husband. This is how you're supposed to act. Now, in that video, that was in the 1970s. And even then, the reason why they had that interview is because they were seeing women change. Even then, you know, you had a group of women changing, trying to promote being equal, you know, and acting like a man, trying to be a man. All right. And that was in the 1970s. So if you fast forward to 2024, which is 50 years later, look how quick things advance in 50 years, man. These women are horrible. Okay. These wives are horrible. And I mean epically horrible, man. Let's read it again. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hands. Right. Okay. The woman will pluck it down. But if she's wise, she will build it. Okay. As a help. You women were created to help. Period. That's your job. The man is the man, and you are the helper to that man, to his vision, not your vision, but to his vision. Okay. To move everything forward, to help move everything forward. All right. If a man already has a lot, say he's a billionaire and, you know, or he's well off and he gets married to a woman and they become one, her job is to do what? To help maintain what is there. Okay. To help maintain it. Then if they have children, to help with the children in the house. Period, man. Let's go into build in that scripture in the blue letter.
Strong's H 1129. Bana. Bana.
Okay, it said bana, to build, rebuild, establish, cause to continue. Right, man, to continue their family. But in today's time, what do we have? Most women are destroying the family and leaving the family and breaking it up for their own selfish reasons because they could not have control like they wanted. That's why they leave, man. They don't have control like they want and they leave. Okay. And they look for the next sucker and they leave. All right. Period. It says to be built, to build a house, to establish a family, to establish made permanent. Okay. Right, man. Because a family is supposed to be permanent, man, until the dying days. And then the kids continue everything. And it goes like that in a cycle, man. Okay. When you become one, it's supposed to be forever until you die. Not in this time. Okay. Because women are looking, thinking they can do better and trying to puff up against the man. And, you know, they're not building a house. They're destroying it everywhere. All right. Let's go into Proverbs chapter 21, verse 19. It says, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with the contentious and an angry woman. Right, man. Contentious, man. Okay. Ready to start an argument day in and day out. Now ask yourself this. If you're supposed to be a helpmate to your husband and he has to do what he needs to do as a man, how can he do that effectively if every day he has to wonder what your mood is going to be, if you're going to argue today or not? Most men today are walking around in their household on tippy toes, man, on eggshells. Because of what? The contentious woman. Most women are contentious. Most. Very contentious, man. And they're ready to start an argument. Okay? They don't care what that does to the man's mind. So they don't mind destroying your mind and then complaining on the other side about how they ain't got this, we ain't got that, we need a new house, etc., etc., etc. Okay, whatever you guys lack in the house, they want to pinpoint on that, but then they are contributing to that man's mind being very low. All right? The scriptures talk about the men that are low, okay, with feeble knees because the woman is not supporting him. You don't know what he's going through out there in the world. So he can't go in his own house and get comfort from his wife. I thought you supposed to be the soft one. Just like in that video, she was talking real soft, real smooth. Okay. You could see it in her eyes, man. She was on a mission to please her husband. Okay. Pay attention, you women. You Israelite women out there, pay attention, man. And that's an Edomite doing that. But she's on point. Everything she said was on point, man. It's impossible for you to be us. It's impossible, man. Ain't no equal. We're not equals, man. Whatsoever, man. All right. Let's go to Sirach chapter 25, verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before God and man. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together. Right. Because if they agree together, because they are one, that's why they're husband and wife. Okay, if they agree, they can forward things, man. Okay, in a great way. All right. But if they don't agree, then it's going to be torn down. It's going to be confusion, especially if they got kids. Now the kids are watching the wife, the mother, and their father go at it. Okay, everything is, it has a line in between it. There's no, sure way that the kid can look at. All right. How can you move forward if it's all chaos in the house between the man and the wife? Now he feels like he's by himself because she's prideful. She don't want to comfort him where he needs it to help move forward the house. Okay, she's competing with him. Think about that, man. She's competing with the man. That's what we have going on in this time, okay, in most marriages. They're competing with their husband. Then they're low-key hating whenever he advances himself in a way. They mad. What kind of shit is that? They're really haters the whole time. They don't want to see you advance. Why? Because the more you advance, the more the pressure's on them to be in order because you got more of your shit together. Instead, they'll rather pluck it down and destroy it. Think about that, man. Boy. Let's go to Sirach chapter 26. Let's start at verse 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband. Right, the grace, man. Okay, not looking to point out something to try to destroy him. Aha, I got him. I found this. I seen that. Aha. Okay, like you're a fucking detective in the household, man. Okay, that's an enemy, man. That's what an enemy does. All right, and that's sad that in this time, the average woman that is married, she is an enemy to her husband, 100%. I don't care what she say. Okay, I don't give a damn what she complains about. She's an enemy, man. All right. Back at verse 13, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. Right, man. It helps him. Okay. And if you fatten a man's bones, he has more strength to do what? To do what he needs to do. Okay, to help everybody, the whole house. versus weakening his bones, but he still got to go out there and provide and do things and plan and try to organize things as a man. Okay. He's doing that very weak. All right. Because he does not trust the wife he's with. That is a bad, horrible situation for a man, especially in 2024 where everything's harder. You got inflation. Everything's jacked up. Okay. And the woman's doing that in the house. So he has to go out there in the world and deal with bullshit in the world and then come home and he don't know day in and day out if you're going to argue or bullshit, if you're going to have a bad attitude. Okay, if you're going to change the whole spirit of the house, now he's uncomfortable. Okay, then if he says something, you ready to argue even more. Come on, man. That is very, very, very difficult for a man to succeed in that. Okay, that's why I read what I read. I'll read it again. Proverbs 21, verse 19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with the contentious and angry woman. Right, every day you got to deal with this shit every day. Come on, man. All right, let's go back to Sirach chapter 26. Let's read verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. Right. Okay, because if she listens, all right, and she can be well instructed, then she can be a great help. Not a good help, but a great help to the house. That helps the man. That helps the children. That helps the whole family. Okay. Think about that. And also, too, it can help other members of the family that's close. Maybe your parents, they need help because you're on point. Your structure's on point. So the benefit can be so great that it rubs off on others around you, man, and helps them. Okay. But if it's the opposite, then a woman is going to tear it down. And that's what the woman is doing today. They lead in divorce, man. What, like 80%, man? It's initiated by women. You got divorce lawyers coming out all across social media, YouTube, speaking about this, man. Like, yeah, it's the women. All right. And they're telling you it's for bullshit reasons why they leaving. Bullshit reasons. Now, they're going to do their job and make their money as lawyers, but they coming out and telling the truth. Okay. That's a foolish woman, man. So the woman of today's time is a foolish woman. She is plucking down her house everywhere. Destroying families, man. She don't even give a shit that she's doing it. All because of her mouth, man, and selfish motives. Okay? And because she can't control him, or she went through his phone. Shit like that. You're not in control. You're not equal to that man. Sit down and be quiet, like that woman in the video. Sit down, be quiet, be smooth, and do your job as a woman, and that's it. That is it. Okay? Verse 15. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her contentment, mine, cannot be valued. As the sun when it arises in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Right, man. Okay? That is a beautiful thing. Okay, a beautiful thing. And when the sun rises, it gives light. And when a woman is well instructed in her household, it gives more light to the house. Okay, it gives more order to the house, more growth to the house. The house grows. You see that? It builds the house up, not pluck it down. All right. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 31. I'm going to start at verse 10 and I'll read through. It says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Right. The heart of her husband do safely trust in her. Right, man. He trusts in her, man. So he knows when he go home, whatever he's doing, it's going to be peace in the house. She ain't going to find bullshit to argue about and be angry and try to pull his spirit down into darkness. Okay, make him weak, but then still want him to go out in the world and provide at the same time while she make him weak every day. No. That don't add up, man. Okay, it says, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Right. And these women are doing nothing but evil to these men. Okay. That's why these men are depressed. All right. Verse 13. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. Right. She's ready to help. She's ready to add to it. She's ready to build. Okay. She's ready to make sure everything's straight and running smoothly. Okay. According to the man's vision. Got to bring that back up. According to his vision, not her own vision. She's in order to his vision. Okay. A mind well instructed, which proves you women cannot think on your own. You need a man over you. Period. Verse 15. She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengthened her arms. She perceived that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. Right. Okay. Her candle, her light. Meaning she's ready always to do good to her household. She's ready always, okay, to please her husband. Okay, to be that help that she was created to be. Always. That's what it means when it says her candle goeth not out by night. Right. It's always lit. She's always ready to do good. That good wife. Okay. Verse 20. She stretched out her hand to the poor. Yeah. She reached forth her hands to the needy. Right. Okay. Meaning she has mercy, a lot of mercy and compassion. She's a very compassionate woman. Okay. A compassionate wife. Okay. Verse 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. Verse 22. She make herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Right. So if you got a man, a husband that's known, okay, that serves Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you really got to be careful. Okay. You really got to be careful. You can't be with that man ready to talk shit whenever you want because you feel a certain way. Okay, that's why you can't rule, because of your feelings. Women are not built to rule. They're built to be instructed, because they can't even handle their own feelings. They need to be instructed. Okay. Verse 24. She maketh fine linen and sell it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. Right. Okay. Because she gonna be saved. She gonna be saved, man. Because she doing her job. Okay. She remembers Sarah, the daughters of Sarah. All right. So she's stepping up to that mind frame, especially coming from the world, because you women weren't taught this. All right. Talking to you Israelite women. But when you came to this truth, man, you're supposed to be a new woman. And that video is a perfect example, man. Damn Edomite, man. She was on point, man. Her spirit was on point. She was all soft. She was on point, man. Then you be mad if a Jake get with her. Well, shit, Jake tired, man. You be mad. Why ain't with that white woman? You know. Verse 26. She opened her mouth with wisdom, right? Because she learned, okay, she was instructed to have wisdom, and she listened, okay, because a woman just don't get wisdom. She has to listen. She has to be instructed. Okay. And her tongue is the law of kindness. Right, man. She's soft. She's very kindness with her words. She's very slow to even get angry. Okay. She has grace in her speech. She don't sound like a man. Like, what's up, my nigga? Like, trying to be equal to a man. Man, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, man. These women today, these wives today are very, very highly demonic. Highly demonic. Okay, that is true. All right. Verse 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household. Right. To do it good, not to pluck it down. And eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Her husband also. And he praise her. Right. Now he's giving her credit because of how she's acting. He's at peace. He sees it. He like, man, she on point. You know? Verse 29. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Right. For all you Israelite women out there, let me read this again. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. We don't care how cute you are. We don't care. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. And the only way you do that, okay, you got to be in order. You have to be in order as a woman. You are not a man. You are not equal as a man. Your body language shouldn't be as your equal. Your words shouldn't be as your equal. None of that shit, man. Okay, it should be obvious. Just like in that video, it should be obvious. A man should, a husband should not have to look at you and be like, I wonder if she humble today. It should be obvious, man. It's going to shine through you. It's going to be obvious. All right. Last scripture, verse 31. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own work praise her in the gates. Right, man. Then the Lord will lift you up. Okay, you will get praise as a good wife. Okay, a good Israelite woman that believes. Okay, so I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, for giving the spirit to do this video. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you, Akim, out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.